on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to another one take review, and this is my review of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. Okay, when I first saw the very first teaser trailer of him jumping backwards off the glass, the glass breaking, I saw the animation style. I did not like it. I did not like it. Then I saw the trailer, the actual like first official trailer. I'm like, oh, this is not as bad as I thought it was. I actually kind of dig it. Then I started seeing more stuff. And listen, they've been releasing clips for this movie, like little scenes in the movie, like crazy. I haven't watched any of them. I think I watched the trailers, and that was it. I want to go on this thing completely like no bono. It's just how. Fuck it, I'm just gonna use that. No bono. I don't even know if that fit right there. But either way it go, uh, this is basically the origin story of Miles Morales Spider-Man. Miles Morales Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man came out in 2011. I don't know too much about the character. This is probably like the first time I'm seeing, not the first time I'm seeing the character, but the first time I'm reading to his origin story because I don't own any of the Miles Morales comics. Well, I actually do now because after seeing this movie last night, I called to my local comic book store and they just, I think it's just lined up. They had a new run of Miles Morales that started this week. Good marketing, but yeah. So because this movie made me want to go pick it up, and it's about this young black teen. He's black and Puerto Rican. Dad's black, mom's Puerto Rican. So he's going to like this kind of private school. You know what I'm saying, on the higher end, on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying. And so of course, the story of pretty much in the Spider-Man, they get bit by a spider. They don't run into webs or anything. Even though that would be a dope concept if somebody did something like that, to where a Spider-Man ran into some webs and like they went in his mouth or some shit. But then again, it's kind of creepy when you think about webs being in somebody's mouth. But it's like, so I'm watching it. I went saw this last night, and I had to say, man, I had one hell of a time watching this movie, man. Now, I will say this, man. The hype train for this movie has been through the roof, man. And like, to me, I don't think there was no possible way this movie was gonna live up to the hype it had received because everybody was loving it. I know it had like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Until just the other day, I think it's down to like a 99 because one guy said he didn't like the animation. Which I'm not gonna lie, the animation sometimes bothered me because sometimes some scenes would be blurry, and it was 3D. You know how in 3D one character you can see them, but the other characters kind of blurry. That's how it kind of did, but it didn't bother me enough to take me out the movie. But it just certain times I was just like, yeah, that is kind of like nerve wracking. But I don't think it wasn't done unintentionally. You know what I'm saying? So I got the and basically this story is about how origin stories of Miles Morales and how he meets other Spider-Man from other universes, and they have to get those other Spider-Man back, Spider-Man and women, and pick Spider-Man, women, pig, children, all that, robots, all all that back to their universe before they die, essentially. And man, it's just the voice acting in here is great. I can't sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I know every voice actor, but I thought it was. I know Shamik Moore and I know Haley Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld seems like she's gonna have one hell of a December with the hype that's coming with Bumblebee, and then the critical and response this is getting. Well, she's gonna have one hell of a December. Hey, Haley Steinfeld, hit the jack, baby. 25. I think she like 22. She got to be somewhere around there. I don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed her Gwen Stacy, like Spider Gwen, super dope. One of my friends actually has a Spider Gwen comic that I think I read. I don't quite remember, but even if I did, it's gonna make me want to go back and read it now because her character. One of the best parts of this. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me just a minute. Her character is one of the best parts of this movie. Her, Peter Parker. You see from the trailer, it's like, man, why does Peter Parker like a damn hobo? There's an explanation for that. There's a really good explanation because some things happen in this movie that pretty much like mess you up emotionally. Some of them I saw coming slightly before they happen. Like I didn't like I'm not like some people who probably caught it from the very beginning, but some things happen throughout this. I'm like, oh, I remember this. That's about to happen. And then it happened. I'm like, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? It didn't affect me as much as. if I knew prior some prior information about Miles Morales and his villains, is Rose Gallery. But overall, I think I really just enjoyed this movie. I don't think like a lot of people calling it the best animated film of the year. For me, that still goes to like Ralph Breaks the Internet because that hit a little bit closer to home for me. But if somebody said this one was their favorite of the year, I have no qualms or no arguments about that because I think it was just that good. Like it was the story of family, uh, responsibility, like stepping up. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, like be, going out to become who you're meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the action scenes were dope. It was very funny. Like it was very fun. It was funny, but there was one dude beside me. Like he had like a hysterical laugh, so it kind of took away from when I laugh. I'm like, did he start? It's like I'm like, God damn, nigga. I kind of fucked up. But it would happen every so, and like it's the worst part when it's a scene that's not that very like not you know some scenes are just funny. Everybody laughs out loud there. Some scenes just like like little chuckle. No, my man's beside me didn't have the chuckle, bro. The boy had the straight. I'm finna murder everybody in the theater laugh. Like he's maniacal or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with bro? I'm kind of nervous. I'm finna punch off on little buddy, but it's all good. We all made it out there safe. But he had a good time, so I ain't mad at nobody having a good time in the theater. But like, yeah, I just really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the story of Miles Morales. I think I'm actually a pretty big fan because for me, uh, I'm a big fan of Marvel, but I have no just Marvel character that just really stands out for me. When I think about my favorite Marvel characters, it's like the X-Men and Spider-Man. Everybody else just dwindle up under that, fall up under that somewhere. But like X-Men and Spider-Man are my favorite, so I'm always happy to see Spider-Man, and they get so much Spider-Man lore, so many callbacks to some of the previous movies, and like it's a lot of stuff you can catch. Like it's just a real good time. I think you're a Spider-Man fan, you really gonna enjoy this. And I think even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, if you don't even like the character, I think after this, you'll really come to like it more. Cause like this is probably the best origin story for Spider-Man in my opinion. Uh, yeah, this is the best origin story for Spider-Man in my opinion, and it's crazy because now we're gonna get the new generation of kids gonna get to see Miles Morales as just Spider-Man. I grew up Peter Parker, my Spider-Man. Spider-Man the animated series, that was my shit, bro. Even though Peter Parker, you know what I'm saying, that show never changed outfits, bro. But he was struggling. He was struggling, man. You know what I'm saying? Both trying to make them bucks, man. But you know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed this one a whole bunch simply because, oh, I'm bad. Hey, I got in my mouth. Need to shave. Uh, but like I enjoyed the so many parts of this movie that I really have nothing negative to say other than the fact that some of the times the animation just you know what I'm saying got to me, and sometimes some stuff was kind of predictable, yet it it wasn't to the point where I'm like, so cliche. It didn't bother me like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what I expect when I get at come to these comic book movies. And they throw some curves in there. And I think if you don't know the character of Miles Morales, there's a curve in there that's so much better. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing much about the character that make you enjoy it more. But like I said, yeah, I love this. I woke up this morning thinking about I want to go see it again, and if I can, I'm probably gonna take my my little nephew and my sister to go see it tonight because I thought it was that good. But you guys, let me know what you thought. Oh, my bad, I got to give it a score. I get Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 8, man. Like I said, it didn't really just hit the emotional chords. That the animation sometimes bothered me, but other than that. There's really nothing I can complain about in this movie. It was that good. But you guys let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. If you've seen it, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.